Good job.
All right, good morning. Welcome everyone. This is exciting to see the courtroom full of people this morning. We will start our meeting, Boyle County Fiscal Court, August 12th, 9 a.m. Has this meeting been advertised, and do we have a quorum, Madam Clerk? Yes. All right, we'll start our meeting with invocation, and that was Magistrate Sleeper this morning.
Shall we pray? Father God in heaven, we give you thanks for the opportunity to serve our community, and we thank you for those who are with us here today, Lord, and we seek your guidance and your wisdom, and we pray for clarity of thought and open minds and the ability to make decisions that best serve the needs of our community. We thank you for the first responders, for our first responders, and for those serving our nation, Lord, in uniform. We ask the men and women, we ask your blessing and protection upon them. Protect those who protect us, and we ask that you be with our local leaders, our Commonwealth leaders, our nation's leaders, and the world leaders, Lord God. And we just give you thanks in the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Magistrate Sleeper. For our Pledge of Allegiance today, we have a special guest. Her name is Caroline Cox. She is 7 years old. She is the daughter of Charlie and Chelsea Cox, and she's also the granddaughter of our building inspector, Rusty, and county attorney employee, Tina. And I think she has another set of grandparents here as well. Okay, all right. So good deal. All right, Miss Carolyn, you come right over here and stand facing the flag. Okay? That's good, and we'll follow your lead.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Awesome job! Congratulations! All right. Come here, don't leave yet. I got a certificate for you. And you wore your flag dress. Awesome. And dressed for the occasion. How about that? Love that. Do you want to tell us who all you have with you today? Who are your grandparents?
Papa and Nana.
Okay. And what about the other ones?
Tia and Papa.
Tia and Papa. All right. And your mom? Chelsea. Okay. Well, you have a great day. Thank you. Rocking it around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm just late.
Thank you all. Thank you. All right. That was sweet. Next, we approve our prior meeting minutes, and that is the minutes for the July 22nd meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Motion by Magistrate, second by Magistrate Cullen. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Minutes are approved. Okay, next we have budget transfers. Ms. Shannon?
I have budget transfers in the amount of $241,528.49.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Magistrate Cullen,
Second.
second by Magistrate Sleeper. Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Cash transfers.
I have a transfer from the interest-bearing account to the general fund for $500,000. I have a transfer from the jail operating fund to the Boyle jail fund of $10,113.81. Transfer from the general fund to the jail for $225,000, and a transfer from the general fund to EMS for $125,000.
Make a motion we approve.
Motion by Magistrate Cullen. Is there a second?
Second.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Magistrate Sleeper. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Thank you. All right, now we have approve our bills. Ms. Elena?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Alrighty. Today's bill list.
I need you to approve is totaling $2,973,605.84, and there are no add-ons.
Make a motion, we approve the bills as presented.
Have a motion by Magistrate Gay, second by Magistrate Cullen. I do want to point out some community development sponsorships. First page is for the Boyle County Imagination Library. That is a 1-month match with the city. Also, the Boyle County Girls Volleyball. On page 3, the Chamber sponsorship for the awards gala. Page 4, sponsorship for Balloons Over Bluegrass. And that's it from the Community Development Fund. Just want to point that out.
Thank you very much.
All right.
For pointing those out. And I think one important one to point out is that air burner at $245,000, which was paid for by a grant.
Grant, yes. All right, so we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on the bills? All right, seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you.
You,
Is Steve? Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
All right, we have one item of old business, and that is ESI Agreement.
Yes, last month we requested $4,000 to pay for EAP services for this year. Unfortunately, we were a bit short of that, so I'm requesting that we transfer $1,123.49 to cover the cost of ESI, which is the EAP.
make a motion to approve.
Second. Have a motion by Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Bodner. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Steve, before
Yes,
you
sir.
leave, we changed our payroll system, and it doesn't give a lot of confidence when they can't get one item correct about the magistrates and the reporting, that we understand that our payroll needs a response when we're not having to do that. It's now been months since that went into effect. And again, it doesn't give you a lot of confidence that things are going correctly. Could you please contact them and let them know, at least one magistrate who's been involved in that thing corporately for a long, long time, thinks that by now they ought to get their system to where that's not coming to us, to where I have 6 of them on my computer and have to, the payroll when it comes through. And
Let me
it's-
talk with you, I'll be glad to refresh my memory of what the issues are.
Well, Paula, tell them what you
We're gonna do this
yours.
offline though. We got a
Yeah.
busy agenda here today.
Let me,
It's not it's an issue with me, it's an issue with that vendor.
okay, all right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. All right. Is Kathy Miles out in the hall or in the room? I'm missing seeing her. Okay. All right. I thought she was going to be here today, but that's all right. We've got a proclamation I've added to the new business, Suicide Prevention Month, because it's for the month of September. And by the time we meet again, we'll already be into the month of September. So I want to, sorry? 25th. Okay, let's just hold this. Okay. We'll hold this, we'll bring it back at the next meeting.
Sounds good.
All right. Next, we have a very special guest with us, Frances Chatham. There she is. All right, Frances. Frances is the first female to achieve Eagle Scout in Boyle County. I want to present her on behalf of the court with a certificate of honor in recognition of her outstanding achievement as the first female Eagle Scout in Boyle County. Frances has exemplified the highest ideas of scouting through leadership, perseverance, and a strong commitment to service. Her accomplishment not only marks a significant personal milestone, but also represents a historic moment for our community. As a trailblazer, Frances has paved the way for future generations of young women to aspire, achieve, and lead. Your courage and dedication to inspire others to follow the path you have so boldly forged. And so if you would indulge the court and tell them a little bit about what it took for you to achieve Eagle Scout.
Okay. So I'm 15, which is usually kind of young for an Eagle Scout, but to get Eagle Scout, you have to earn 7 ranks. 7 ranks. And you have to earn at least 21 merit badges
Awesome.
and complete an Eagle project.
Okay.
The goal of the project is to help, like we call it a beneficiary, so you want to help part of your community.
Okay.
So my Eagle project was, I redid like the benches at the Humane Society. We scraped all the paint off and then
Great.
repainted them.
That's
But
great.
there are lots of projects that some people build benches, they build blessing boxes
Okay.
to like help the community around them.
Okay. And who is your leader, your scout leader?
My scout leader is Laura Toth, our scoutmaster. She's not.
Scoutmaster. Okay. And then we've got Steve here with us today. Steve, do you want to elaborate on any of this? You've been a scout leader for years.
Oh, yeah. More than 50 years. We started Troop 2 back in 2019, actually. They didn't get chartered until after the pandemic. But Troop 2, the number was chosen because the original Troop 2 is still going today. We call it Troop 27 out at the Methodist Church. And Troop 2 was the very first one in the district, or the Isaac Shelby Council, way back in 1925. So Troop 2, that's a good thing to have. We have, 7 girls now? And they have women leaders. The committee is a mix of men and women. So they play the same scouting game. For those of you who play golf, there are no women's tees in scouting, okay? So when it says she hiked 20 miles to get her hiking merit badge, she hiked how far?
20 miles.
20 miles. Right. She made the fire, she pitched the tents, and did everything just like the boys. Their handbooks are exactly the same. It's the same handbook, except scouting took out the pictures of boys and put pictures of girls in there.
All right.
And Francis has become our first Eagle Scout here. We got a couple more in the pipeline coming up soon. So.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, it is an honor to present you with this certificate for all of your accomplishments, and you just keep going farther and farther.
And truly, I think the gentleman there between Steve and
Yes.
might have something to do with all this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm proud of her. I'm jealous of her dad.
I'm sure you offered lots of encouragement and probably went on several hikes too.
I enjoy it. She makes it fun for me, so I'm glad I get to go have fun. So.
Dennis is an Eagle Scout also.
Oh, okay. It is. So, yeah, you had a good leader. Yeah, all right. Better? Thank you. All right. We also have another certificate for you. Mary Carter is here with Congressman Comer's office, and she would like to present you with a certificate as well.
Yeah. Hey, so I'm Mary Carter with Congressman Comer's office. He did a little floor speech, congressional record to honor you, and so I'll just quickly read it. So this is it, and it says, Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor Francis Chatham of Kentucky's 1st Congressional District for earning the distinguished rank of Eagle Scout. I would like to offer Francis my sincerest congratulations for attaining this high esteemed rank of being named the first female Eagle Scout in Boyle County. You should be immensely proud of the accomplishments you have made to reach this point with 27 merit badges, 2023 Ordeal Member of Kiwanis Lodge Order of the Arrow, and the Admiral Dale Award in 2024. I encourage you to continue taking on new projects and setting a positive example in your community. I am honored to recognize you for this accomplishment. You have achieved a place of honor, but you now also have a responsibility to strive for greatness. As an Eagle Scout, you are challenged to become the best person that you can be. I wish you all the best in your great future endeavors, of which I know there will be many. I join with the Boyle County community in celebrating Francis Chatham for her hard work and dedication. Congratulations once again, and best wishes for continued success.
That's awesome. All right. Julie, you take kind of a big
Or you
deal.
can hold it.
Yeah, it is.
Really nice. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations, and best wishes going forward. You all can stay and be entertained, or you can leave and do whatever you'd like to do.
I would recommend the latter.
Thank you, Mary Carter.
Thank you.
All right, next we have got several appointments, and I think 2 of them are here and 2 of them are not. So the first one will be Mike Lay. We are reappointing Mike Lay as a member of the Planning and Zoning Board of Adjustments. Would you like to say anything?
No, ma'am,
I can't hardly not say fireball.
That's fine. No, I'm just proud to represent the county, especially these men.
Okay, good deal. We'll come up and let's get our picture. All right. Alrighty. Thank you for serving, and we appreciate it.
Do
Yep.
we need to recognize or anything, or just, we're just making them?
I'm sorry?
Do we need to approve or recognize or anything?
Sure, let's do that. Yes.
All right.
Can we have a motion to
I'll
approve?
make that motion.
Measure Cullen, is there a second? Measure Harmon, any discussion? All those in favor, aye. Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Cullen. I get kind of carried away with all these certificates and Jan Bradshaw called this morning. We are appointing her as a member of the Human Rights Commission, reappointing her as a member of the Human Rights Commission. She is ill this morning, so she could not be here. She called in and said she was sorry. But if we can have a motion to
Make a motion to
approve.
approve.
Measure Cullen, second.
Second.
Measure Gay, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Next is LaFonda Stallworth is being appointed to the Human Rights Commission as well. She could not be here today. She had to be in Lexington, but she said to tell you all, thank you for the opportunity to serve on the Human Rights Commission.
I'll make that motion.
Master Gay, is there a second?
Second.
Master Cullen, any discussion?
Is this a new appointment or is
This is a new appointment.
Okay, good.
Yep, new appointment. We are a little behind on the Human Rights Commission, so trying to get caught up. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. And then, last but not least, we have Darrin Farr, and I'm asking for him to be appointed as a member of the Boyle County Planning and Zoning Commission. So if there is a motion to approve,
Make that motion.
Master Cullen, second. Master Bodner, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Darren, would you like to say anything?
Nope, well, thanks. Look forward to serving on P&Z. Steep learning curve, but we'll.
Thank you for your
You'll
willingness
You'll
to serve.
be, you'll be all right. Okay. We like photos in case you have.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate your willingness to serve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look forward to working with everybody.
Yeah.
Check in with us anytime if you
Okay.
have any questions or
Thank you.
concerns. The chair went down. Okay, next we have EMS Recognition, and I have been giving something to read to the court and to the audience. This is a Boyle County EMS Cardiac Arrest Recognition Recommendation. Boyle County EMS Paramedic Metcalf and EMT Cochran, I believe they're both here today, okay, in the back of the room, were dispatched to an adult male patient with a complaint of high blood sugar. Upon arrival on scene, the patient was found awake but ill appearing and confused. EMS began treating the patient and moved to the ambulance. While in the ambulance, the patient lost consciousness and a pulse. Resuscitative efforts were started, including CPR. Can't say it. Say it, Mo.
Fibrillation.
Thank you. I can't say these words.
It's all right. Epinephrine.
Epinephrine and airway management, sorry. Paramedics Lovelace and EMT French arrived to assist. While transporting to the ER, the patient regained a pulse and CPR was discontinued. And we have that patient with us today. And Mo, I'm going to let you take it from here and introduce the patient and...
Yeah, apologize about that. Sometimes I forget the the words.
I should have read it down that far before.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a special guest with us today. This is Mr. David Aaron. He's actually the patient from that evening. So just to give a little bit of background on the recognition that we try to do. So cardiac arrest is one of those things in EMS that it's a lot harder to get a patient back once they've lost the pulse versus trying to keep their pulse ongoing. So being able to recognize the situation and act decisively and do all the things that we require of the folks is a pretty high bar. And these folks were able to do that. And as a result, Mr. Aaron's here with us today.
That's awesome. We have a great team.
Absolutely.
We have a great team.
Is there anything you'd like to say, David?
I would just like to thank our EMTs. And, I mean, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. I would miss him.
Yes, yes. I think he would probably miss you too.
Yeah, who's that wingman there with you?
My name is Thomas.
Hello,
First time
welcome.
on a ventilator, I was like.
And he was there the whole time.
Okay.
He lived with me.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
And
Yeah.
so he was there, so he was worried.
Yes, yes.
I
Well, we're
was
thankful.
very worried about my grandpa.
Oh.
And he should never drink beer.
Well, you keep him on the straight and narrow, Thomas.
I don't think that's what my blood sugar is. It probably didn't help it.
All right.
Confusion. But we appreciate you being here.
Yes.
This is letting our folks be able to actually see the patient afterwards is a big deal for them. And be able to see that the work they do and what it actually seeing that in front of them is a big thing. So during these.
Mo.
Yes.
Is it okay to share what you told us about what his doctor said?
Yeah, absolutely. Is that okay with you, David? Sure. Talk about. Yeah. So whenever I went to go talk to him first day, see if he wanted to come to the meeting, you had told me that your doctor, whenever you went to visit him, said you shouldn't be alive right now. I don't know how you're alive. So,
Yeah, he thought I was done with when they confronted him, and he was sort of surprised that I was making an appointment to see him. And he said, "I didn't think you were long for this world." And, I said, "I didn't think I was either."
Yeah.
So it's been a hard place to get back to. I'm still not 100% there, but I'm getting there.
It's a blessing to see in the flesh.
Yes.
The taxpayers, when you think we spend so much money on EMS, but you see one person that's saved, just one, is worth every penny and more. So that's why we back up our EMS, because they are superbly trained.
Yes.
And they're so good at what they do, and I've had personal experiences with them, and they're awesome. And it's so good to see you able to be here. It's a blessing.
Yes.
Yeah, I praise these guys and women that do what they do. You know, I mean, it was, praise God, too.
Absolutely.
Amen.
I don't offend anybody.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Praise God, too, because He directed their hands to do
Absolutely.
what needed to be done for me to live.
Yes. Yes.
Amen.
all right. So whenever we recognize our folks for cardiac arrest saves, we have challenge coins that we present to them. Would you like to present them, Judge? All right, so first, is going to be the lead paramedic on that call. So Ashley, if you want to go ahead and come on up. And then, or you want to do one
We'll
more?
do it as a group, yeah.
All right, and then Elijah was her partner that evening. once they kind of realized what the situation was, they called for additional assistance. And we have Cody with us as well.
Okay. Congratulations.
And then Lane was Cody that evening. So.
Congratulations. Thank you.
And then we also have one for you as well, David. So if you want to go ahead and
take care of one thing when they come back.
Come on over. Come on over. Come on up here.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Thankful that you're with us, David.
Thank you all for helping me be with everyone here.
Awesome.
All right, we'll have to get in.
Everybody get in there together,
Yeah,
get in there.
let me just get in the middle.
There you go.
No.
Grandson, get in there.
Oh, yeah.
Grandson.
Yeah.
Let's make sure you're walking. Make sure you're walking that side.
Thank you, Grandpa. Make a silly face. Yeah.
Are you Cody?
Yes.
Go this way.
Do we need-
Yeah,
do we
yeah.
need
The
to
mustache.
translate?
All right. There we go. Got it. Thank you. All right. We are very proud of our EMS team and the services that you all provide and the things that you go through on a daily basis. So we couldn't have a better EMS team and a better director that keeps it all going.
All right.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. All right, so next we have another item of business on...
Well, Judge, I
Yes.
think we also have somebody that just graduated into the paramedic program too with us, so.
Okay, all right, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's great.
Awesome.
Was it
Y'all have a good day.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, then we have an item of business.
Yes.
Can't we just end on that?
Yeah, I started it. All right, so item I have on the agenda is the IV pump bid. So we wanted to purchase more IV pumps this year. It is a budgeted item. So I have 3 bids for your consideration. One is Master Medical for the amount of $9,750. One is Boundtree, and that came out to, it was about $8,130. And then PennCare was $8,180. My recommendation would be PennCare. So one of the things that we asked for whenever we asked our vendors for these quotes was 4 IV pumps and then 4 heavy-duty cases that we've used before that have worked well for us that keep these IV pumps from breaking. Boundtree was unable to get us those heavy-duty cases. They instead gave us a cheaper, more generic blue case, and that's why their bid's a little bit lower than PennCare's.
And we talked about that this morning at the EMS committee meeting, and the committee's recommendation is to go with PennCare as well.
Okay,
And so I'll make that motion.
all right, thank you. Motion by Magistrate Cullen, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Magistrate Gay, any discussion?
What's the length of time before these have to be retired and more ordered?
Ballpark for most medical equipment is about 7 years. I don't know the exact amount of time for these. Typically, it's usually between 5 and 7 years.
Thank you.
You know, off your head.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. PennCare's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
all.
Thank you, Mike.
You want to, Mo, do you want to do that other one that you didn't have on the agenda, but we could probably go ahead.
If y'all want to.
And we talked about it in committee this morning.
You can, if that's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
let's do that, get that.
Yeah, absolutely. This one would be really quick. It's Foam Fry. It's our online learning system. I just got our yearly renewal invoice. That was $3,110.21. That is a budgeted item as well, and that does come in below budget.
And what's that for?
So it's an online learning management system. It just gives us the ability to assign trainings that we may not do super often. So we practice on a core set of things that we do all the time, but then maybe if it's something that's valuable but we don't do very often, we may say, hey, let's go ahead and assign this learning or this lesson to them.
Okay.
So we discussed that in committee, and he forgot to add that to the agenda, but I
Okay.
said, let's just go ahead and get that done.
Okay.
So
And
it's
it is-
okay, and it's budgeted, so
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
Make that motion. Okay, Magistrate Gay, second by Magistrate Cullen. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Thank you all.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Can you send Casey in?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm just here this morning for you guys to acknowledge the second quarter report for the county clerk's office.
Okay, everything on schedule the way you want it?
Yep,
Okay.
everything looks good.
Court acknowledged.
Thank you.
Quick
and easy.
Later.
Thank you. All right, next up is Logan Hart. That's an inside joke. Bluegrass
I was
Ed.
Jared one day.
I call him Jared all the time. To present a resolution authorizing the submission of an application for a CDBG, Community Development Block Grant for water system improvements, and this will be out in Magistrate Cullen's area.
Yes.
So if you want to elaborate or
You want me to
whatever.
read the resolution, just explain what it is?
You can, yeah, that'd be
Okay,
fine.
I'll go ahead and read it. So this is a resolution of the Boyle County Fiscal Court authorizing the submission of an application for a HUD Community Development Block Grant for water system improvements. Whereas the Boyle County Fiscal Court recognizes the need to provide reliable and adequate water service to its residents, and whereas certain areas of Boyle County are currently experiencing chronic low water pressure issues that pose risk to public health, fire protection, and overall quality of life, and whereas improvements to the existing water infrastructure are necessary to ensure safe, dependable water service and to support future growth and development, and whereas the proposed water improvements project will address these deficiencies through upgrades and replacements to the existing water system, and whereas the Boyle County Fiscal Court is committed to supporting infrastructure improvements that enhance the well-being and safety of its residents, now therefore be it resolved this 12th day of August 2025, the Boyle County Fiscal Court does hereby approve this resolution and authorizes the Judge Executive to execute same on behalf of the county as follows. The Boyle County Fiscal Court agrees and resolves to apply for HUD Community Development Block Grant funds in the amount of $1,250,000 for use in a project entitled Boyle County Water Improvements Project CDBG PF, and further authorizes the Boyle County Judge Executive to sign all documents necessary to seek the federal financial support that would enable this project to move forward.
Okay. So this is a project to extend water lines out off of
Gun range.
Gun Range Road. Yeah, I haven't looked at that map for a while, so.
I got you.
And then to put in bigger from 6 inch to 12 inch, is
12-inch
that right?
lines, yeah.
Okay, 12-inch lines. And that will help the residents in that area, Old Bridge, all out in that vicinity. So if we qualify and if we do get the grant, but this is just to allow us to submit an application.
So we'll be able to tap into a line that's 12-inch line right now, and that will be able to supply a 12-inch line down Gun Range Road, and then that will go up to 34 and start servicing everything pretty much from 34 east, which would include Old Bridge, Small Bridge, the Old Bridge General Store out there, and then Wells Landing, and that whole area would see an increase, a doubling in some ways of water.
Yeah, and
Water
increase the pressure too.
Yep, yep.
Which is very lagging in that area.
Right. So we
All right.
thought of trying to put I know the city talked about putting a possible water tower out over in that area, but this will be a much more efficient way of dispersing water.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Master Cullen, is there a second? Master Harmon. All right, any discussion on the resolution? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much, Jerry.
Now I need to return this to you.
Yes, just send that to me.
Okay, we'll get it signed and I'll get it to you.
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels.
Yes.
For some reason, he looked like a Jerry to me. Sorry, calling him Jerry. All right, Parks and Rec, Tommy Barton, welcome.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Good to see you. I'm just going to give you a quick update on the capital projects that we, the city and the county have gone in on together.
Great.
Which I was making my list up last night, and I'm like, boy, this is a lot of stuff to do in a year, and it's amazing at the coverage of from youth sports to mountain biking and to playgrounds. It really is hitting all areas, so I'm really excited about it. I wanted to start with a little bit about the Alum Springs Mountain Bike Park, which Julie is kind of heading that one up, and that's kind of the county's taking the lead on this project. But I wanted to talk a little about to assure that everybody knows that we have a great committee that is working on this together. We have the city involvement. We got Josh Morgan and Rick Sarah sitting on that committee, along with Julie, Judge, and Paula. We meet usually once a week or every couple of weeks.
Yeah. Every couple of weeks.
But the heart of that committee is we have some community volunteers who know mountain biking. I didn't even know Boyle County had a mountain biking team.
Right.
But now we do, and the head coach is very involved in it, and a couple of extreme riders are involved in it, and of course Mark Morgan is very involved in it. We meet next Monday, and I think that you guys will be taking the lead and letting us know what happens today, right? So you guys have a big RFP coming through on that today. So that project is moving ahead with a lot of speed. My part in that is Parks and Rec. I'm involved in, kind of foreseeing the maintenance of the park, what we need, how we're going to take care of it. How Parks and Rec will probably do a lot of the scheduling, so that's my involvement in it. I will not say I'm an expert on mountain biking at all. We are relying on the experts to help us. So, but that project is moving ahead today. And Monday will be a big day, I believe, in that project.
I wanted to mention
Go ahead,
one thing,
yeah.
sorry. We call it mountain bike park, but it is multi-use.
Yes.
So it's gonna be people can walk it or ride their bikes.
Correct.
So that,
Correct.
I don't want everybody to think they have to have a mountain bike.
Right, there'll
to
be trails
utilize
that
it.
you can walk.
Trails and
yeah.
other things, so,
Bicycles, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it.
It is good.
One of the smaller projects we did is we approved capital to get a new utility vehicle and a better snow removal system for our Millennium Park trails. We did purchase a new utility vehicle for $10,000, and in that project we have $5,000 that we're looking into snow removal. We're debating whether that's a brush, a plow, a salter. We're kind of working with Center College on that one because their maintenance crew does a great job on their sidewalks and trails. So we're kind of working with Clay, the head of maintenance there, to kind of let us know what we need to get in that one. The next one we're doing is 3 baseball, softball fields rehab for $150,000. The county has put in half on that. The RFP is going out this week on that project. We're going to begin working mid-October. Our last tournament is October 11th, and then we will start right after that. We hope to have all that work done by December. I'll be taking the lead on that project as I've rehabbed and created many baseball fields. It's one of my specialties. So that project I foresee, I'm hoping that one comes under budget. But we did one field last year, which basically we scrape it off, level it out, and we're putting on a new infield skin. We're adding warning tracks. We're adding grass around the outside. So if you've been to Millennium Park, it's clay right to the concrete. And so the ballpark skin is what we call it, just washes off into the concrete. This way we have a warning track barrier and grass barrier, and we'll have a nice level parks. There'll be some of the nicest fields around when we get done with that. But that project should be done in December.
Tom,
Yeah.
if I could interrupt you there real quick. It's great to see the number of baseball players and softball players eating out in our restaurants.
Yes, yes.
As somebody that eats out a lot in our
Right.
restaurants.
You can see 'em coming, right?
I see them all the time in uniform,
Yeah.
eating in the restaurants, and that's great to
Yeah,
see.
that's fantastic.
Yeah, we did over 25 to 28 tournaments a year, so 28 weekends a year we're doing it. August is the month they recalibrate, because basically the kids are going back to school. Kids that are 11 turn 12, that's when the age changes, so they take off the month of August, but then come September, we'll roll every weekend in tournaments, along with fall ball, and then we do our co-ed softball. So the way that works is it's the county programs during the week, and then we run it out during the weekends to the travel tournaments. The next one that we're working on is kind of an in-house project. It's the Millennium Park site furnishings. This one's not very glamorous. It's a $50,000 project that the county went in 25. I say it's not very glamorous because what it is we're basically replacing all the doors in all the buildings. It's been 30 years. They don't work. They're busted up. Even this weekend, the fire department had to break one open to get in a bathroom that they thought somebody was locked in, but there was nobody in there. But they're all worn out. We get a lot of complaints. Either they slam too hard, they don't open. So a lot of that money's going to go to those. We have 17 doors in the whole facility. But it also we're adding some security cameras. We're adding AEDs to the outside of the buildings, so they're visible. And the key one for me is we are adding magnetic locking systems to the bathroom doors, because basically, which means that come 11 o'clock they'll lock up, and so they won't be open all night long, which is what they've been.
So if you're in there at 11, you can get out, you just can't get in.
You get out, there'll be a push bar, so if you're in there at 11 o'clock and it goes off, you have a way out.
Okay.
But then they'll be closed, we'll probably open them at 5 a.m. for walkers, so that I think that's a big deal for safety out there.
It is.
So that's what that project is. We'll be doing that this fall. As I say, that's not an RFP, that's not really any outside work. We'll be doing that one in-house. The fifth project is the Millennium Park main playground, which we have, together with the city, put $100,000 in. The county went in for $5,000. What this main part of this project is turning that heavily used main playground surface into solid surfing instead of the wood chips. It's going to be making it
Recycled.
Recycled, poured in place, kind of like what you see at Michael Smith Park. We'll also be adding a small feature that's been missing for years. We're going to rehab the current swings there. We'll be doing that in-house, and doing some landscaping.
I think that was 15 on that, Tommy, instead of 5.
That was 50, yeah.
50.
You
said 5. You said 5.
Oh, I said 5, I'm sorry.
50. You left off his.
I'm not good at reading numbers.
Thank you.
Me neither, Tommy, but I remember.
And then the last project is the skate park renewal, and I wanted to give you some visuals on this and explain it. I hope I got enough.
No, Barry and I can
Okay,
share.
here it is, Mom. Okay. Yeah, you want, and I'll let you two share that one.
Okay.
Share this one.
Yep.
What we are doing is, again, just like the mountain bike park, we need experts. I won't say I'm an expert on skateboarding. So we've consulted with a few companies. We have basically $400,000, which the county generously put in $250, with limitations on what we're doing as far as are we doing ramps or are we doing an actual concrete skate park? So we have worked at, and the way this one's going is me, Josh Morgan, and Magistrate Cullen are kind of leading this committee on where we go. I've also contacted 2 local skateboarders that will also be sitting in on the design and kind of any of the decision-making on this project. But where we're at right now is we first reached out to 2 skateboard companies to just give us some advice and give us some examples of what $400,000 would do for us. So in your packet, we have, this is a company called Hunger Skateboard Park, which I've been trying to get a hold of, but I want to thank Jason for shaking that tree branch and getting them to call me back, and now we're communicating with them regularly. We asked them, hey, show us what 400,000 would do. Show us if we had double that, what we'd get. So that first one there, that's Forest Park Skate Park in Indiana. That's 11,000 square foot, which our park right now is 9,000 square foot. So you can see right there, that's built in 2019. That's a $427,000 project.
Current dollars?
Well, this is in 2019, so you gotta think it's gonna be a little bit more. Absolutely, absolutely. So that's pretty much, it's a smaller or bigger footprint than ours. It has street features, and it has the bowl in the back. It's not a very good overview of that whole picture. The second one is Newcastle Skate Park in Indiana. That's 13,000 square foot, and this one was only 315,000, and I think this is one of my favorite designs of it, because I like the bowl and I like the flow of this street skating on the side. You see that one? I like that one a lot. Yeah. But it's all base concrete. It's a little bigger than ours, and it's cheaper. It's hard to imagine these, so it's really good to have these examples they're showing. The third one is a 13,000 square foot, built in 2019 for $420,000. That's a big park too. I mean, that's that's our footprint. We can expand a little bit. It's in our price range, and at 2019. We'll see what we get further on, what we get for that money. But this was just kind of some good examples to see where we're going. You'll see that it has street features, and it has the bowl features. The next one is, we had asked them, let's say if we got some extra money and make it a 2-year project, what would $8,000 get? 800. You're leaving 0. I'm horrible with that.
Up to $800,000.
Up to $800,000. This was a design they have that they showed us that they're working on in Lafayette, Indiana. Again, I didn't get the square footage on this one. They didn't really say. He just kind of sent it to us. And then your last one from Hunger, that's an $8,000 project. $800,000 project, which I think a lot of it has a shelter. You can't see it, but there's actually skate features underneath that shelter.
This is in Utah, and so that's why they purposely came up with something that has a roof over top of it, so even in the winter, kids can go out and skate.
Which I kind of like this concept too.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat concept, not as big here.
Yeah. And then we talked with another company, American Ramp Company. They produced your last three there. So that's the first one there is a 7,000 square foot park estimated, and these are today's number, Tom. So these are what actual cost would be. So this is a design, $475,000 design we're looking at. It's a little smaller than our footprint.
But comparable.
Right. And then your second sheet from American Ramp, that's a smaller park. That's about half of our size for $300,000. Again, these are current numbers. They said this is a design. That's what it would cost in today's market. And then the last one is, we asked them again the same thing, like show us what double our money would cost. That's a 10,000 square foot. That doesn't include that pump track. If you're looking at it, it just is that park. So I thought these two companies give us a real good, clear idea of where we're at, what we can do for the money we have. What we did find out is, skate parks, it's kind of a niche market, and there's not a lot of people that can do this, and the people that can do it are booked, so they're booked a year at least in advance. So we kind of decided where we were first going to kind of let this one work on it in the spring, we've kind of put this one right up there with Alma Springs Mountain Bike Park, that we need to get rolling on it right now. So what I'm gonna do is go to the city commission with the same stuff, same examples, let them know where we're at, let you guys discuss it. If you think we're on the right track, Josh is willing to get this RFP out as quick as we can, because, you know, these two companies were just consulting with us. You know, we gotta publicly put it out there, but I believe these two companies would bid on a project. So, you know, if we get the thumbs up from you guys in the city, we're gonna move on this one pretty quick too. And do you have any questions on that?
Not a question, I'll make a statement on
Sure.
this. On the skate parks, this is something I've been pushing for a couple of years, because the one we had is just outdated.
Yep.
It needs to be fixed. Concrete is expensive, but it's gonna last a lot longer. Like with the Alum Springs Mountain Bike Park, it's important to have feedback from the local community that's going to be using it as well. And so I'm excited that we've got people working on it from there. Where there's also one other one that Hunger Skate Parks did right over in New Albany. That's called Flow Skate Park, and it's just, it's got a great design to it, but it's not as big as the one we always see in Louisville West. When we're going up to that's a huge one. And I think they actually had something to do with that one as well.
Yeah,
They're based out of Indiana.
Yeah. So, but that's a large one. But all of these things that we're doing, you know, a couple of people have asked me, well, you guys are spending a lot of money on Parks and Rec and this kind of stuff. Parks and Rec, just like Jamie gave the example, is economic development. You know, if you do not have things for these families to do when we want to entice these companies to come in here, we're never going to get the nod. And so Parks and Rec, that's why we're investing more money, we're doing lots of things, but it helps bring people here, but it also helps with the companies we already have, the restaurants and various stores, and everyone's always asking for, I want these other things in Boyle County. Well, when you kind of build it up to make these things possible, then they'll come here and they'll start building.
It also encourages our local community to get out and be active.
Correct.
You know, when you have things like this,
Yep.
then they're like, hey, you know, that's pretty cool. Let's go buy a skateboard and you know, try it out.
Well, that was Paul's huge driver about the mountain bike park, the walking park, and that's why it's been a huge driver for me, because, you know, there are certain parts, you know, we've got how many baseball fields, you know, and how many basketball courts, and how many, you know, pickleball courts we're getting ready to build, but, you know, are we leaving certain people off the table? And this is one of them. And, you know, from a long time, I've got a large background in skateboarding and stuff like that, and so, you know, I've seen these things from my 20s all the way up, and, you know, seeing what we have and what other communities have, and you can actually do a lot of cool things with the surrounding area with these parks to make it look more natural than
Do we
what
have anybody from the community that skateboards?
Well, yes,
that's what he said.
I was like, it took me a while, and I finally figured it out. I went to the barber shop. And said, hey, well, you know some skateboarders. We're doing that, and they introduced me to some skateboarders.
Okay, sorry, I missed that.
And we got them in, And it's to piggyback on that. I always like to say Parks and Rec is to homeowners. It's your curb appeal to the county, you know, or the city. It's it's your landscaping. It's your beautification. And if we do this right, this will be an economic development also. We'll have people coming from all around, because if we do it right, we'll have the best skate park in the area.
Which is why, you know, Tommy and I have talked offline, and you know, he's kind of put out communications about 400,000. I'm like, well, let's just be warned, next year I will be asking for additional funding, because this will be a multi-year project. And so I will ask for additional funding from the city and from the county, because, you know, I don't want to build something that's going to be not usable. That's what a lot of cities and counties don't put in what they need to, and then they've got this thing that nobody's using. So would you rather spend $400,000 and not really have a lot of people use it, or spend maybe $100,000, $200,000 more, get something really nice? You know, and we're not talking about just baseball tournaments at Millennium Park. You know, if you built it right, you will have, you know, competitions of people coming out because street accessories are really good.
Sure.
And you'll, just like the mountain bike park, you'll have, people coming in here and we can, through Parks and Rec or the skateboard organizations, we can, have, have things in here where people are coming in, to compete. So.
And I'm not opposed, I will go to the city, because the county has, put in a big contribution already to this. If we can get the city to match it, I think we're.
And that's,
we're close.
I'm not to pat ourselves on our own back, but I appreciate everybody that's really stepped up to really give a commitment to Parks and Rec. The county has really stepped up.
Yes.
And, I've been on Earl and asked Earl, I said, hey, can you, we're putting in a lot, and with the pickleball court, we're doing that on our own, so that's freed up some capital from them as well, so.
Mr. Dallas?
To confirm Magistrate Cullen's concern that we make sure we bring in projects that will have great dividends, and I can see that this is the case where it could happen. Compare that to 20-some years ago, when the decision was made, when the fad was all over the nation to have bike lanes put in. Center College spent thousands of dollars on stainless steel racks, put them out. They weren't being used. They sold them sometime later. At the height of the excitement of having these, there were over 50 bicycles in a chain link facility on campus. You've probably never seen it, but it's over in that newly built area where the housing is. And they were never unchained. They were never outside the gates. I studied this quite thoroughly and found out that we put in bike lanes that did not meet federal standards. They were 6 or 8 inches narrower, which Rick Series helped me out, even though he's a passionate cyclist. When I was testifying to Danville before it was approved, and he said there is a concern about people being doored, and instantly I understood exactly what he meant. You're going down Main Street and someone, attentive or not, is driving beside that too narrow or fully laid out lane, and the car going by opens up a door and puts that cyclist on the ground. How many have seen anyone in the last 5 years in a bike lane that are still fading but out there? So we have to make decisions that will draw people in, and I can see the viability of this.
Now, I just wanted to echo what Magistrate Cullen was saying, and the fact that I also see this as being a multi-year project that we do want to get right, and it's this, it's kind of that hurry up and get it done, but at the same time, especially based on the skate park construction, people's schedule, it sounds like it is naturally going to become a 2-year project.
It is.
And so I think we need to look at that as far as the funding goes too.
I want to say both of them, the earliest they can, if we put out an RFP tomorrow, the earliest they could start any kind of work would be August of '26.
Next fiscal year.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question. Will our current skate park be improved upon? Will it still be there, or will all that go away and we put something new?
This looks like it's a complete rehab. It's starting from scratch.
Okay.
Make it a little bigger.
Okay.
A little bigger, and we can expand north to south.
Okay.
And it's really just the skate park. We've got the parking. Don't need any more additional parking. We got bathrooms. We got everything.
Yeah.
So it's just the skate
And
park.
that north to south makes a big difference because right now it's a square.
Right.
Yes.
And most skateboard parks, it's like the flow one in Indiana, it's long.
Yes.
Long rectangle.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for it. I would have killed to have that when I was a kid where I lived, a nice skate park. I would have killed for it.
I spent a little time at the skate park with my son, but yeah.
I don't remember back when we had the banana ones with the steel wheels.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, thank you, Tommy.
No problem. Any other
Appreciate the
questions?
update.
I'll be keeping you updated, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday for the Elm
And
Springs.
Magistrate Cullen's part of our bike mark.
Oh, yeah,
Bike park
yeah,
committee
he's
as
on
well.
that too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I appreciate all you've done, so thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Yep.
Mark Gordon. Come on down.
Good morning.
Morning.
Everybody doing all right this morning?
We are. Yeah, everyone's been giving us money so far. What you got for us?
Well, I actually, I need to take some.
Oh my goodness.
No, we had talked about side-by-sides for Constitution Square. I actually got 4 separate bids. One from Rex's in Columbia, one from John Deere, local John Deere, and one from Floyd's, and one from Lexus Motorsports. And
That Rex's looks good.
Rex's is the low bid, and that's the one that I recommended.
Polaris.
And we're actually gonna take 10 grand out of the endowment, Constitution Square, and the
Constitution Square
remainder will
endowment,
be
yeah.
for what we had budgeted.
Okay, and this is,
There was 2 on here.
2 Polarises?
Well,
yeah, there's 2 Rexes.
there's 2 Rexes. Which one are we going with here?
The one with power steering, 14,635.
14,635, okay.
You don't need power steering.
Yeah, you do.
Come on.
Yeah, you do.
Me and Barry are talking about a 57 Chevy over here. That didn't have power steering.
I make a motion, we accept the staff's recommendation on the Rex.
All right, have a motion by Magistrate Gates, or a second?
Give the dollar amount, just so.
Second by Magistrate Ellis. 2025 Polaris Ranger with power steering, $14,635. Now, have we checked with them to see if that amount will
I did, it's still,
good?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, they've got some rebates that were going on in July. They said it may not be good in August, but I called back and checked, and they said we're still good.
Yeah.
So we're still good at that
We
price?
still got, yeah,
How about that? Maybe.
still got the rebates.
Okay. So, a motion and a second, any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carried. Ms. Shannon, we'll have to get to work on
The application.
the application for the endowment. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
How long does that take?
Like, I think they said a week.
Okay.
Yeah, not long.
Okay.
Not
Sure
long.
didn't hold them up.
Right, thank you. guys.
Sheriff Bottom. Morning. How are you?
Hello. Good, how are you all?
Good.
Here for the approval of the flock cameras. It's a 2-year contract. $21,000 would be put us, $21,000 each year, totaling $42,000, but we would only pay 21 right now. That would
Budgeted item?
Yes, sir.
Make that a motion.
Second.
Okay, have a motion by Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Gay. Any discussion on the flock cameras?
They're still honoring the discount?
Yes, sir. Yes. They extended it till tomorrow.
Okay, so the current contract then will be $21,000 this year
Yes, ma'am.
and $21,000 next year?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And that would put us at 10 cameras total.
10 cameras, okay.
And then I think the city has 10.
Yeah, these are nice features because they give extra set of eyes effectively in all over the city now and in different areas in the
Everywhere,
county
yeah.
and other cities in the county.
And it gives us, of course, we already have access, but it gives us access to statewide. So it's not Big Brother, but it's a very good police tool. It's helped a lot of, it would help with kidnappings, robberies, burglaries.
There was a big one that they were able to utilize these cameras thoroughly to find somebody and
Yes.
made a very nice bust and, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're very helpful.
Will this be additional work for your staff or 911 or both? or the
I can give you guys a copy of my policy. It's a very strict policy as far as not using it for personal use, stuff like that, but each deputy, I didn't feel that the supervisors were the only ones that needed to access to it because, the guys and girls that work, they need it right then, so they have access to. So it's not any extra work for any of
RP4.
It's just an extra tool.
And if there's not a crime or a missing child or something, what do you do? Erase after a month or?
To be honest with you, that would be a Captain Wren question. He's the, I guess, the aficionado on how all that works. I don't even have access to it, so I mean, because it's not really something that I could just say, hey, get on there and get that. So.
Okay, thanks.
You already got places for them?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
And I can get you, you guys will shoot you an email on the locations.
I don't need to know.
We kind of,
Well, you already had them placed.
Yes, ma'am. So they'll be working on that as soon as we get this signed and get them paid. So
Wonderful.
I appreciate you all.
Yeah.
as
Hey,
always.
Jamie and I were talking this morning, and we'd like to put Marks in charge of uniforms for our sheriff's department.
Yeah, he looked really good yesterday.
Charlie always looks good.
Yes.
Charlie ain't be in charge of uniform inspections.
Yeah, that's where we're at with this.
He actually went out and, because we switched to the tan top, and he went out and bought his own uniform and got them sewed on, and he said, I gotta have it ready for school.
That's right.
He's
Charlie's
sharp.
shoes are always shined up, ready to go.
His car is spotless yesterday. He said, I gotta go to the car wash. And I was like, dude, you're making this look bad.
I think y'all all need to keep up with Charlie.
As of Monday, y'all are in trouble. That's what I'm telling you. We told him that Monday he starts his inspection.
I'll call in Monday, I guess.
You're scrubbing baby.
Oh, yeah.
You better start shining your shoes now.
That's why I got tan shoes. You don't have to shine those.
Thank you
all.
very much.
I couldn't do this job without you guys.
Hey, thank you. Tell your people we said thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
Have a good one. Bill Nichols.
Dun, dun, dun.
Before Mr. Nichols starts, I would also like to recognize that Bill is our new Deputy Judge Executive. So, in my absence, he will be handling anything that comes about.
I am proud and honored to serve under Shirley as deputy.
Well, you're not going away. You're not going anywhere soon, right?
No, I'm not.
No.
Well, I'm going to go on a little bitty cruise, but you know,
Got
it's
set
a
up.
little bitty cruise.
I need a motion to pay for a couple of Civic Plus invoices. The invoice ending in 091 for $10,209.37 is for our Civic Ready or mass notification subscription. And then the $6,097.29 is for our website.
Both budgeted?
Both are budgeted.
Make that motion.
Okay. Have a motion by Master Cullen, second by Master Gay. Any discussion on the invoices? Are these annual subscriptions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. All those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you,
Thank you.
Just a quick note. I want to thank Katina. It's the little things, but being able to go through her email with all of our stuff and just everything's in order, and it makes it so easy to go back and forth. Thank you very much for that.
Go Katina.
Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Next up, Attorney Herron. Looks like you've got two first reading ordinances.
Yes, Rusty Cox came to meet with me recently regarding our flood damage prevention ordinance, and he had received notice from the higher-ups in the state that we needed to amend our ordinance, and with that we have ordinance 920.28, and that ordinance, it doesn't really change it much, but it's amending Article 2, which is the community's substantial improvement definition. So that's the only change to that.
Make a motion, we approve.
Second. Have a motion by Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Boger. Any discussion on ordinance 920.28? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries, so that is our first reading of the ordinance.
All right. And secondly, actually, I said the wrong
I was gonna
ordinance
say.
number. I got confused. So it's 350.2.1. Sorry, excuse me.
On the flood damage?
Yes, I got ahead of myself when I said that.
Okay, so,
350.2.1 is
What?
the.
we'll
where we
amend the motion to include the correct number.
Correct. Right. Thank you on that one. And then the other one, we had it was 920.28, and that's amending the unincorporated area of Boyle County. Basically, it deals with, I guess when there's some kind of zone change, previously the person that wanted the change had to show up with their attorney, but now this, after the recommendation of the zoning commission or planning commission, that you can have your engineer show up instead and be a representative.
Somebody that's been granted power of attorney.
Right. They have to grant that power of attorney
Yep.
to the engineer, but I think that's good because I think they know it more than what the attorney, because I mean they prepared it all, got it ready to go, so I think that's wise.
I think they were also requiring the actual person to go there too, and this allows the person not to be there, but to assign it to, whoever they assign that power of attorney to.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I had to do something before, Kendall Wise, I mean, I don't know what to say, but Kendall, I mean, that's his job. He does that, so he can say it a lot more eloquently than I ever could regarding that. So I think that that's that major change.
I make the motion to approve ordinance number 920.28.
Okay. Have a motion by Magistrate Gray, a second by Magistrate Sleeper. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. That is our first reading for ordinance number 920.28. Thank you. All right, County Administrator, Julie Wagner, Bike Park.
Okay, I have one item, and that is Alice Springs Bike Park. The project went out to bid. We received 4 bids, ranging in price from $1.025 million up to $1.5 million. There were 4 firms, 3 for out of state, 1 was a Kentucky firm. The committee is recommending that we go with Parsons Construction, the committee firm. They're also the lowest bid, and they are a design build firm, so we can eliminate the middleman and have the person just get in there and do it.
What was their bid amount?
$1,025,000.
Okay. Thank you.
They also require 10% mobilization payment up front, and that would be $37,500.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion to approve the recommendation from the committee?
I make the motion.
Magistrate Wagner, is there a second?
Second.
Magistrate Sleeper. Okay, any discussion?
I'm thrilled.
Okay.
I can't wait to get it started. I think it's going to be a really great thing. I really do.
And to reiterate, this is not just a mountain bike park. This is
Right.
This is us
Multi-purpose.
investing- Multi-purpose. Get out of your house, get off your screens, and walk around.
I can see in our next phrases, I can see trails in the trees or something.
Ooh, trails in the trees. I like that.
My 16-year-old grandson, Max Cook, who's a mountain biker, asks me quite frequently what's the progress on the bike park. So today's his 16th birthday. I'll be able to give him some good news.
Well, happy birthday.
So good. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
It's a
it.
cheap gift.
Today's my grandson's birthday as well. His 3rd birthday.
Well, happy birthday
The
again.
Walker.
All right, the Walker.
And I just want to remind everybody, this is an old dump that there's no other use we could have for it. We're building up and we're not going down, and it's a really great, they do these in Florida all the time. And so this is a real great use of property we have that we can't otherwise utilize. So.
Okay.
My feed on YouTube has been pushing through all these mountain bike videos. They must have seen me reading up on
Yeah,
it or whatever,
yeah.
and so if you ever get time, just look at some of those videos. They're pretty impressive of what people are doing with mountain bike parks and stuff. So
Pretty awesome.
And it's a money maker. It's going to bring us money into the county. So
Economic development.
Economic development.
All right, are we ready to vote on the motion on the floor? All
Yes.
those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Parsons it is. Thank you, Julie, for all your work on that.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes.
Before we go into executive session, I just want to bring some FYIs to your attention. There is a resolution dated July 29th that was a resolution declaring the existence of a local emergency. to replace air conditioning at EMS, so just wanted to make sure you all had saw that.
Thank you for doing that.
And, yes. And then there is the standing orders.
Thank you.
Bill register for that, so. At this time, I'd like a motion to go into executive session pursuant to KRS 61.810, paragraph 1, paragraph B, deliberations on future acquisition or sale of real property by a public agency, but only when publicity would likely to affect the value of a specific piece of property to be acquired for public use or sold by a public agency.
I'll make that motion.
Magistrate Cullen, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Magistrate Ellis. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. I would like County Attorney Julie Okay, we are live and we need a motion to return to regular session.
So moved.
Magistrate Gaines, or second? Magistrate Sleeper. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. With no action taken?
No action
Yes,
was taken.
No action taken. Okay, is there any other business at this time?
I'd like to make a motion that we allow the judge to negotiate for possible future property acquisition and also negotiate with the city about collaborating on a property together.
Okay, get all that? A motion by Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Gaines.
Don't make me say it.
Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. All right, we will go into our magistrate reports, and we'll start with Magistrate Sleeper today.
Okay. On August 5th, I attended the Chamber of Commerce ribbon cutting ceremony for Biscuit Daddies. I like to support our local business, especially the ones that have to do with food.
Yes.
On August 2nd, I attended the Boyle County Arts Commission concert with the ukuleles and the Guitars Youth Concert. They have played ukuleles and guitars. It was very nice.
Awesome.
Great thing that we help support the Boyle County Arts Commission.
Mhm.
8/7 attended the Downtown Downbeat concert with J.D. Shelburne, and that was an excellent free concert for our community as well. On August 9th, I walked to the Soul 2nd Street Parade with Judge Bottom, and Judge Bottom gave excellent opening remarks for the festival, which there again, we helped sponsor that event. On August 11th, I attended the Vendors Fair at Boyle County Middle School, and the Civil Air Patrol had a booth there, and which my grandson again was a part of. And they're having an open house this Saturday, August 16th from 9 to 2. Here's a flyer on it, anybody interested. It looks like some really good activities, and we'll have flight simulators there, so it sounds like fun, and all kinds of information and career exploration. It's open to all ages, so let's look at that. And then lastly, last meeting, the Danville City Commission approved the zoning change for the 3rd Street property that Boyle County Homeless Coalition and Family Service Association has proposed for the new ground long-term transitional housing, the tiny house village project. And so it's now going to move into the ordinance phase, and this will allow the coalition and the family services to go ahead and move forward on this. Additionally, the Boyle County Homeless Coalition now has a website, and that is BoyleCountyHomelessCoalition.org. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Magistrate Sleeper. Magistrate Ellis.
Thank you, Judge. I've communicated with the judge early last week and also with Danny Lay. We had a period of 4 or 5 years where there were awkward relationships between the court and the extension office. They got very serious because a half a dozen of us met in this room concerned about actions that were taking place, expenditures that were going on, additions to a species approval from the state on rates, just a myriad of things that were of grave concern to the court over that period of time, dating back to the previous administration. I understand that just recently in a board meeting, our judge participated, and those issues are being resolved, and even more so in terms of the financial aspects where reductions are actually taking place. So I want to say kudos, Judge, on helping to negotiate that along with Danny and all the board members who were responsible for that, so thank you. You may or may not know that dating back maybe 18 of my wife's and my 24 years here, I've been very concerned about the pipelines. It is not an exaggeration because I actually went back and counted them up. But I wrote 11 letters to the editor and 2 lengthy columns about all the research that I did on the use of lines all across the nation that have been dormant. The ones through this county are now about 82 or 3 years old. put in by farmers would not even come close to EPA standards today. Has anybody else received an email from Enbridge, E-N-B-R-I-D-G-E, Enbridge?
Is that the one with the map of the pipeline?
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
that.
Corporations come and go. Corporations change. Corporations have ways to get around their experiences when, for example, in Kentucky, we were the linchpin of all the states and even the counties that put a thumb on the project that was underway, which, according to the research that I did, would have put carcinogens through pipelines backwards against the seam, if you know what I'm talking about in any kind of a plumbing circumstance, in ancient pipelines put in incorrectly. I'm just going to do some research and find out who Enbridge is, since all of a sudden they're interested in our county. And from whom do they emanate, or are they an original company?
Texas Eastern.
They come from Texas Eastern.
Yes.
There's
The
Texas
alarm-
Eastern and then.
The alarm bells just went off.
Yeah, they are
Full
Texas
force
Eastern.
now.
Yeah.
Full force. Thank you. I have no time to research it, but thank you for that knowledge. All the more makes me interested.
And I
in finding
believe
out.
they're a Canadian company.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have to watchdog that very carefully. Number 3, and I've communicated back and forth this morning with Brent Blevins. If you didn't see the news last night or the post by Brent, there has been a dead rabid bat found in my district. Folks, it's not something to be alarmed about. It is something to be concerned about. To find one dead like that, all the more makes caution the byword for folks. In 1965 on campus in Georgetown, this cute little cat showed up on one of the sorority house front porches in the old home that they all lived in. After 27 people were scratched and the cat got a little more frisky than it had been, they found out that it was rabid. And God forbid that anybody ever go through the regimen that you went back through 50, 60 years ago to make sure that you survived. So Brent and I have talked about getting even more communication out that he has started, and hopefully we might even,
Yeah.
you put out a news release
Well,
on
not yet, but I need to get with Elias. I want to redo the campaign we did last year about vaccinating your dogs and cats. You've got to get your pets vaccinated.
And I think he's planning on doing another rabies clinic in September.
I just need to coordinate with him and get
And
something
with
out.
the concern of proliferation of cats countywide, this really
It
is
It is.
something we have to delve into every way we possibly can. This is personal, and yet I think it's personal with a lot of us in this room, and certainly all over the county. Sadly, Sharon Stratton, if you know her, just a wonderful woman who grew up in Portland, and I think has lived in your district recently, passed away on Sunday night. She's probably much closer to Peg than I, but because of her passion for history, she's been the programmer for the Genealogical Society for the past 2 or 3 years. One of the most wonderful Christian women I've ever met in my life. It was a very sad day when we first talked with her seriously about 2 weeks ago. For over half an hour by phone she called Peg, and so much more so Sunday when we went to visit, and that evening she passed away. So let's keep her family and her Lonnie in our prayers. And then lastly, this is tough, and I was glad I wasn't the one called on to pray today, but probably 2 years into living here, John K. Wood saw that I was attending these meetings for some reason or another, my background, and he began mentoring me and shared with me circumstances that I doubt many of you know, because he always would say, please keep this confidential. But we need to pray for John because he's in dire circumstances. Thank you, Judge, for letting us know yesterday about that. Just no finer member of this court, no finer gentleman that I can think of. So pray for John and Martha. Thank you, Judge, that's all.
All right, thank you, Measure Bills. Measure Bowden.
My mother went through the rabies shots. I think she had like 18 shots in her stomach back in the 40s or something. It was awful. But anyway, I just wanted to mention on the 18th at Junction City, the City Hall, Public Library will be there for their third Monday event for families, and it's lava lamps. We're going to make lava lamps. So
Cool.
I'm going to be there making me a lava lamp.
Invent them,
And we appreciate all they bring snacks, so if anybody wants to come, we got snacks. And then on the 24th is our big event, the Balloons Over the Bluegrass. And we've 3 people, Jennifer Puckett, Brianna Feistretcher, and Brittany Kaufman, have just devoted the last month of their life to getting this off and going. It'll be our first year that Junction City Matters has been in charge of making the event occur. So I'm sure we'll have some bumps along the way, but I've got a feeling it's going to be great. So it's from 4 to 9 on Sunday, August 24th, and we hope that everybody will come out and enjoy the event.
Our Public Works has been working out there at the entrance too, and putting
yeah,
2 new
yeah,
tiles.
Yes, they have. I've been watching that. So we'll have 2 entrances, which will ease some of that. We're going to have a parking. We've got a parking company that's going to park, so that'll really help with parking. And then the Danville Police Department is going to be a presence there. They won't do anything, but they'll set their cars there, and then we'll have the Sheriff's Office has said they can send a couple of people. So we've got a lot, hopefully it'll be a lot easier entrance-wise. That was the biggest thing, I think, the last year.
And not to cut you off, you said there were going to be some bumps, but this is already a huge improvement
Yes. Oh.
on years past.
Gosh,
This
yes.
extra entrance, the extra police force,
Yeah.
you know, all of these, I haven't been able to go lately just because of work, but just when I am at the Junction City Matters and hearing the laundry list of things that they've been like saying, okay, these are the problems that we've had in the past, and they're literally trying to tackle every one of them to make it better.
Yeah, it's a great committee.
Yes, it is. It's really
Yeah.
it's what I've envisioned us having for our area, and it's going to still grow. It's still at its infant stage. You know, we're still just those still infant, but one day I really think we'll have a lot more community coming in. But yeah, did I cut you off?
No, that's, I just wanted to, it's a lot of positives happening, you know.
Yes, yes, it is. I'm really excited about
This
it.
thing could be going on, I mean, the Brass Band Festival has been going on forever, and we still get hiccups. You know,
Yes,
there's gonna be
yes,
hiccups, but the
yes.
improvements that are being made by this, it's, you know, these people, they're just really devoting everything to it, so.
We have a post-event meeting usually with Junction City Matters and say, what went wrong? What can we do better next year? So we try to hurry and have one real quickly afterwards to get to the problems and remember them for the next one.
Do you have the date for the next meeting?
Let's
First
see.
Monday of the month.
Yeah, it's, let me look, I can tell you. First
September
Monday of
6th.
September, I think, it's the 6th. No, it's the 1st. It's 1st.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, September the 1st. And so that's our big event. We do have a bike park meeting, which I'm really excited about our bike park and how it's coming along. It's really going to be a great thing for our community, for the health of our community. I have September the 20th, which I'll have some more meetings. We'll have a pancake breakfast. The Junction City Fire Department Auxiliary from 8 to 11. And I was with the judge for a little while they put the air curtain burner in, which will be good to burn up all the debris. There's so much out there to help get rid of some of that. And before the bike, you know, as the bike park is being looked at and worked on. And let's see, something else. I have a 250-year celebration meeting today at 2. So
Yeah.
we hope to see whoever's can come out to that. And
at 2 o'clock.
lastly, I have the Boyle County Public Works Committee meeting minutes, and I want to give those minutes, the report.
Okay.
Excuse me. Roger Johnson, Public Works Director, spoke with Judge Bottoms about the upcoming blacktopping of the county roads, and the county's still waiting for state funding given to counties for these projects to begin. Several roads in the county were mentioned that would need blacktopping this year. The Old Stanford Road Bridge was evaluated by the state and is in good condition.
Surprise, surprise!
I was so excited. The state will advise the county about the weight limit for the bridge, and we'll have some signage for that. There will need to be some work on the road and some blacktop on that road. Several signs with end of county maintenance will be placed in the county to educate the public on where the county maintenance ends. Because they don't seem to, a lot of people have some questions about where our maintenance ends and so forth. So we'll have those signs put out. Roger said he was looking at a rubber cleated track hoe that is in the budget to be purchased. He's obtained information on 4 of these track hoes. He's going to research it and determine the options best available to the county. He will bring the recommendations back to the fiscal court. Planning is ongoing for Tarlick and Woodford Road bridges. State funding can be obtained for these bridge projects. And I want to submit this report as our committee report.
All right.
Make a motion.
Motion?
Yes.
Okay. Motion by Magistrate Bowden, second by Magistrate Ellis. Any discussion on the report? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Magistrate Harmon.
Nothing at this time.
All right. Magistrate Cullen.
All right, EMS committee met this morning with myself, Mike Rogers, Tim Bryant, Terry Dunn, thank you, Mark Smith, Mo, Jamie, myself. Mark gave us an update on the crisis team. In July, they had 21 inquiries and visits. Terry gave a update on the community outreach and 21 cases as well. Thankfully, no suicide fatalities, but they're making a lot of community referrals too, which is great. So the outreach is working. People are talking with Terry and Mark, and there's still a lot of ways to a lot to do, but they're really trying. They're going to a lot of different community events and trainings as well to get themselves out there and get people familiar with who they are. So I was out at the block party, and they were a very popular booth. People were there getting some information on them, some t-shirts and stuff like that. So Mo gave his education update as well for all the training that happens out there. I know I can speak for Jamie to say we are so proud of our EMS crew. I mean, all of our first responders are fantastic, but just, this is just the notes from our committee meeting. They come in with a lot of information.
Yeah.
They do a lot of training. There's very little downtime. I'll go out there from time to time just to check on them, see how they're doing. And they're always up to something. They're in the training room. They're doing something, no matter whether it's first, second, third, or fourth shift. So, and then runs for July, 611 runs. So that's up again, which it's expected. It was a hot month. The month before in June, I think it was 590, 91, something like that.
It's always around that 600 mark, yeah.
Yep.
Give or take.
Anyway, and we did have a brief discussion to see if they've had any issues about armadillos and leprosy. There's been no calls or anything like that. Nothing that they've had to respond to. So we did actually have a little bit of a conversation about that since it's been brought up recently. So that's my report. I'll go ahead and put that through as a motion.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Magistrate Cullen, second by Magistrate Gay. Any discussion on the report? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay? Motion carries.
8/21, Lemons and Leftovers, third Thursday. So come on out for that. A big one that I'd like going to has been the Free Food Fridays over at the Shepherd's House. Go out, you know, mingle with the people that are there, encourage them, support them. You know, Tom has said in the past that, you know, these are future taxpayers. You know, they were. Life threw them a curveball, and now they're trying to get themselves back. So Bryce and everyone out there is doing a fantastic job. Very proud of that program. Very grateful to Barry for taking a chance on that and really pushing for that in the past. I'm going to talk about balloons over Bluegrass again because 4 p.m. on the 24th, it's going to be awesome. I'm extremely excited for it. I've always liked that. I was really sad when kind of COVID took it out, and I'm glad that it's being.
Are you a pilot?
I'll have a nice bird's eye view on that one. So, anyway, no, the runway. I mean, the airport's closed that day, closed down for traffic. So it's gonna be nice. Everyone can come out there, and I'm excited that there's multiple entrances. That's always been the big thing. Is like how you get people in and out of there. So, very grateful that work's being done to really knock that out of there. On 29th of August, over at the Nook, there's this old band called Power Play. That's
They all, I'm telling you.
I heard the show's at 1 o'clock, you know, just so that way you can still get dinner. No, but Barry and Steve, you know, over at the Nook on the 29th. You going for that or no?
I probably won't.
Your picture's on there.
It's too late.
I'll have Pat see if she can get you there. So, anyway, Chamber Golf Scrambles on the 5th. And then on the 20th of September is the Wilderness Trail Charity Cook-Off. And if anybody from Fiscal Court's up with getting a chili team together to put a submission in, I'm game. So.
Yeah.
I'll be cheering you on.
Yeah, let me know. We can mix some recipes and come up with a winner. And then last, just
Sounds
updates.
good to me.
Request for an update on pickleball.
Okay, I have that on my list of.
Okay, well then I'll skip and we'll come to you then.
Okay. I'll hold
Change
that.
it up.
All right,
All
thank
right,
you. That's your guy.
Yes, the Solid Waste Committee met yesterday, myself and Barry and Judge and Angie, to discuss the upcoming renewal of our contract with Republic. And she has that information and it's being worked over with the treasurer at this point in time. And the plan is to present that in your packet for the next budget. So we'll get that information out. It's a 10-year contract that's due for renewal in October. And she was going to go back to the company and talk about some timeframes moving forward with the renewal. They've made their price offer, and so we need to do some treasury work on that number that you can expect has gone up over a 10-year period of time.
Yeah.
So that's coming. And then I also want to issue my condolences to the Sharon Stratton family. I've been working with her and as recently as last week about the program that she's coordinated that we're hosting at our house tonight to discuss the history of what started as St. Patrick's Catholic Church in 1807, which is our home that we live in. And so we're going to the program is, St. Patrick's from 1807 to present. So that's tonight, so at 6 o'clock. And Carolyn Crabtree called me yesterday to actually discuss the fact of whether to carry on or not. And I told her it was completely up to her and the group. And so we have decided to carry on tonight.
I think saw that on Facebook last night.
Sharon's memory. So
yeah.
So we will carry on and do that.
Can you do like a private tour for the night, for the court? Because I'm not going to get you to come tonight because while y'all were celebrating all your birthdays over there, today's my niece's birthday, Sadie, and so her party's tonight, and so I will have to miss the tour. So
we can do it. We can do it. But, yeah. So and I think that's pretty much all I have. Also, prayers for the Kaywood
Yes.
family. Also consider myself to be a mentoree of John as well. I've loved working on multiple things with him through the years.
Right. Thank you. All right, before we go into county attorney, I think, Elena, do you have something?
Yes. Back to Mark Gordon's point on the UTV, I was needing prior approval in case we do receive it before the next meeting to go ahead and pay on delivery.
Oh.
And I also need approval for up to $45 in title and license fees to the Boyle County Clerk's office out of the general fund.
Did I make that motion? I believe I did. Or no, Jamie did.
Hold on, just 1 second, sorry. That would be Jamie, I'm sorry,
Accept
Magistrate
that as
A.
amendment.
And
Make that amendment.
Magistrate Ellis.
Motion.
Okay, so we'll amend the motion to include $45 for licensing and then pay on demand when the vehicle comes in.
Yep, when we receive it.
So we'll amend that motion, amend that
I agree,
second.
Mike.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Motion carries. Before Elena leaves, this is what I wanted to just FYI you all on. It was discussed back during budget season that when we went to the new fleet system, that Elena would receive a 5% compensation for taking on the task of doing the fleet program. And so that has been enacted July 1. Actually going to be retroactive to July 1. So I just wanted to FYI you all that, that has been put in place because she has been working on that since July 1st.
The pleasure and honor of doing that.
The pleasure and honor of doing that.
Doing that work.
Yes. And she will do it exceedingly well, I have no doubt.
She will.
I'll do my best.
No doubt.
All right, so we're good.
Yes,
Motion's
ma'am.
passed. Thank
Yep.
you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, now back to county attorney.
Yes. It's been a busy summer. I can't believe it's already over with and we're sending people off to college. Last night I attended the Danville Boyle County UK Alumni Association's student send-off. 13 students from Boyle, Mercer, Danville were there, so that was a really nice event to send those students off to UK. And just brings back memories from many years ago when I was going off to UK. We didn't have any send-off or anything because nobody from my town went to UK. Everybody went to Western. So
You been out of college that long?
been there for a while. Well, I graduated high school in '94. So that was a nice event. Looking forward to going to the governor's local issues conference this week, and then next week we have our prosecutors conference, which is always good to catch up with all the prosecutors around the state and just talk about maybe issues that are affecting our county and throwing ideas back and forth. I really like going to that conference. And, other than that, I am seeing this summer I've seen in our court there's a lot of elder exploitation going on as far as financial. So I would just ask everybody out there to just really try to keep up with the older people in your family, and it's kind of rampant. It's very sad. And I've seen where people like are being able to, they're living in McDowell Place or something, and then the person exploits them, and then they got to move out and go live at a lesser place or whatever. So it's just a really sad situation. And
On that note, I want to talk with Bill again because I had made a motion, or not a motion formally, but discussion about protecting any of our holdings, and he's going to work on something that could actually be found by all of our constituents, or anybody else for that matter, that would be the easy 1, 2, 3 ABC steps that the clerk has told us you can do to protect your deeds and all that sort of thing. And I'm going to check back with Bill and see if he's had any time at all, because I doubt he has with all the other obligations. But it would just be really good if all of our constituents could just log right on and protect their deeds to to their homes and any other holdings.
That's all I have.
My sister-in-law got a call yesterday from the Boyle County Sheriff's Department that she should be in court right now, and they were going to arrest her, and she got really nervous, and she was, kept talking. Finally, he said he was going to arrest her, and he mentioned another property. She said, well, at least they're not coming here. And she called up everybody like, what's going on? I don't know. And then she called the Sheriff's Department. She couldn't get a hold of us. And they said it's a scam. So
You don't pay fines over the phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I
speeding
said-
tickets.
Yes, I said never. I said always call Wes or anybody, so.
There's just so many scams out there.
Yeah,
It's
scary,
scary and how
ridiculous.
easy it is, even if you're not an older person, to be taken advantage of. It can happen to any of us.
She said it sounded so real.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do.
They named
They-
names
Yeah.
and everything.
They
So
do.
she was like, oh my gosh, have I forgotten something,
There's another scam where you have to refrain from what we've done all our lives. Is this Tom Ellis? You don't say yes because you just purchased something and they will send it to you or put you on their list of billing you forever. You might have a tiny bill on your MasterCard or something. You say, who's calling? And I'm still guilty. Yes, it is. And that yes has just confirmed to them the ability to bill you.
That was part of it yesterday. They said, is this Lee Vernon? So she said yes. She's like, afterwards she's
But
like.
you do it just out of
sure.
habit, I mean.
Yeah.
It's true.
Even back when we had our wall phone.
Is that it?
That is it.
All right, thank
Be
you,
safe
sir.
out there.
All right, County Administrator.
Okay, public safety building, I kind of want to talk about that first. No, I have something else first. I'm pleased to announce that I have a new grandson. Joseph Martin Wagner, the first Wagner boy.
Oh.
So, quite
Excited.
enamored with his sweet little face.
And what are you gonna call him?
He's Joey.
Joey.
His sister named him Joey.
Okay.
So we have Nellie and Joey. Okay, so public safety building, the drilling for environmental will either start today or tomorrow. So that is underway, the engineering, to see about possible basement space. It is looking like it's going to be two separate buildings. Both buildings will be two-story. I think, I've been thinking about this. We are at a point where we might need your guidance on a couple things. One being how big to build for the future. So I believe we should have all the magistrates here on the September 11th meeting.
Put that on your calendars. 9/11.
9/11, and let me get you the, I think it's
10:30.
10:30.
That's a special call meeting.
I guess they're at a point now, they've sort of held all the needs. It looks like we're gonna need 2 training rooms. There's just no way on that site to make the perfect building. So with the traffic flow, the EMS will have their own private entrance. But they're gonna need their own training room. I think we've sort of concluded that. Which would mean we need to expand the second floor of their building. And so then you start to think about, well, they're growing. Of all the departments, they're growing the most. So what I'd like to do is send you the preliminary plans. And this is first pass.
yeah.
There's some changes already, but I want you to sort of get used to what it might look like there. I still think we're gonna need to have a conversation about the boundaries, of that property. I don't know yet, but it's tight. So if you all could plan on being here on the 11th, I will talk to Rob and make sure he's prepared to have a discussion about how much do we build EMS for the future. Because I do believe they're the department that's growing.
And if we can get a basement out of it, that'll help too.
That'll help, and we don't know that yet.
Right.
Now, what time of the day is this?
It's 10:30.
10:30, I couldn't.
Yeah, 10:30.
Hear.
And I realize that we have fiscal court on the 9th that week, so that would mean 2 meetings that week, but that's our standard meeting day, and so. but it's very exciting to see it.
It is. It's really exciting.
Paper and it's happening, and so
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Colin with the bike park.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pickleball. Magistrate Colin asked about pickleball. I had asked our architect that we're working with for a proposal. I did get it last Friday. I sent it to Jerry Carter. His feedback is it is a little high. The architect's bid is about $92,000 per court, and Boone County just built courts at $48,000.
Ooh.
So I believe that tells me we need to bid this out and not use the in-house architect that we're working with. I think we need to get the best price we can get. We can do a pretty quick turnaround. I was just kind of hoping to avoid that process, but Jerry has been getting some prices from some people that he knows, and I think we can get that number way down. So we'll just bid it out real quick. The Constitution Square, Mark and I are going out to Pax Nursery today. We've ordered 8 trees and 12 shrubs to go in the park, and these are all flowering trees, spring blooming trees. The shrubs are all summer, late summer, the hydrangeas that you see right now that are so beautiful everywhere. We're gonna bring some of that into the park. The sprinklers at Fred Kane is still pending. Why are you laughing? Oh, yeah, no. Sorry. The sprinklers are pending still at the state, but it's going to be a significant cost to bring that sprinkler system up to what we need it to be. So Mark and I are kind of working on that, and the numbers are a little higher than we hoped. What we don't know right now is they randomly select sprinkler heads, and they sent those off to be tested, and we're just waiting to see if they all need to be replaced, which we're hoping they don't.
50%, is that right, have to be sent in?
Yeah. So we're waiting on that piece, and it's before that already kind of a sticker shock number that we're looking at. So hopefully by the next meeting we'll have something for that, because we're still on hold until we get that resolved. Electrical, we're having some electrical issues here in the courthouse, and some offices have no lights, some offices you can't turn the lights off, so we're trying to track down, what to do about that, so a lot of little stuff going on.
Bill's working on that intently, so hopefully we'll have a resolution soon.
So, I think that's it for
They good?
one day back from vacation.
All right, welcome back. Okay, let's see. August 1st, I participated in the Free Food Friday event that Jason Cullen was there as well. Prior to that, the county employees had a food drive contest, and it was the courthouse team against the Government Services Center team, and the Government Services Center team smoked us. So, but we did collect over 2,800 food items. Bryce was very pleased at the amount of food items that we brought in, and he said, you all don't know how many people this is going to help. So he was very thankful and appreciative for us doing that little contest. Then last Friday, I delivered the pizza party to all the winning departments out at the GSE Center, and they were all very excited, and they're already trying to think of another contest that they can do maybe around Christmas time. So we'll see what they come up with. I may have to have a little monetary input from some other people, though, because that was quite a little expense there for that. But hey, I said it and I delivered. So.
And you make the big bucks.
Literally delivered. And what, Magistrate Gay?
And you make the big bucks.
That's right, and I make the big bucks. That's right. Okay, I attended the Miss Danville competition out at the middle school Performing Arts Center on August 2nd. That was, I've attended several times, but it's really interesting to see the girls compete and the projects that they have that they're working on. And they had the little Miss Daisy contestants this time, and they were just really cute. So it's always a fun event to attend. Saturday, as Magistrate Sleeper said, we were in the parade, Soul 2nd Street Parade together. And then after the farmer's market, I participated in the first annual farmer's market cook-off judging event. And so 4 judges sampled 5 vendors' food that they had to prepare and prepare there, cook, and it had to be items all within the farmer's market. So they got like $125 market bucks, as they were called, and they went around to the different vendors and had to purchase all the items from them, meat, vegetables, whatever. They could bring their own spices and oils and that kind of thing, but everything else had to be bought there at the farmer's market. So that was really interesting. They're already planning for next year's event. So maybe one of you all will get to be a judge. Let's see. As Julie said, we met with the architect yesterday. So that's really exciting, the plans that were shown. Today's America's 250th meeting, and then the rest of the week, a lot of us will be at the Governor's Local Issues Conference in Louisville. On August 22nd and 23rd, I want to give a shout out for the Little Cherubs group out at Centenary. I work that event every year. I've worked it for several years, and they put me on the committee last year. So now I'm a committee member with that, and it's a little more work involved, but that's okay because it's one of my favorite things to do. I love going out there and helping with the Little Cherubs and having all the people come in, and the money goes to so many needed projects, and that's what makes it all worthwhile, is knowing that money is going to help other organizations and nonprofits. And then on the 24th, I'm likely going to miss the Balloons Over Bluegrass, Magistrate Bodner, but I'm working the State Fair booth. So I know some of you all are signed up to work State Fair. I think it starts this weekend.
It does.
Yeah, this coming weekend. So I signed up to work the last Sunday, not realizing it was Balloons Over Bluegrass, but it happens, and so I believe that's all the activities.
Important people will be there, but right, Paul.
Yeah, the important people will be there. That's right. I may send you a little visual, my face on a little fan or something. You can walk through the crowd and say, she's here. Put me on a balloon or something,
Pass out.
But we appreciate everybody that's been involved with that event, and a lot of people, it's a good working team come together to organize that, and it's going to be a huge success. I just know it is. So, anybody have anything else around the table that I've forgotten?
Got a new Thomas More Saint going.
All right.
Austin's going to Thomas More. They started their football camp, so I'll be excited to hear how that went.
That'll be great. We'll be cheering him on.
Oh, yeah.
From here. All right, motion to adjourn?
Make that motion.
Magistrate Cullen, is your second?
Second.
Magistrate Bodner? Okay. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. Come to the 250th if you can. We're adjourned.
I don't